Hi, it's Megan. I have gotten more and more, and I've always been into skincare, but I've gotten more and more into skincare recently, the past year and a half. And I don't know, I think because I always had a passion for skincare, my skin has mostly been good. And that's a really positive thing. But as I started getting into kind of first the Korean brands and then the higher quality Korean brands, which there's actually a huge difference, and then now I'm starting to make my own skin creams, my skin has gotten noticeably better. I don't really get as many comments now on the videos like, oh, your skin's glowing, what have you done differently? Just because it's been a gradual thing. When I started the shift, I got a lot more saying, oh, it's different. Now it's kind of, this is how I look every day. But I've needed a lot less kind of foundation, concealer, all that stuff as I've improved my skin, and it feels a lot different too. So it's been a huge plus for me. But my newest thing, besides the Essential Beauty website where I have the Korean brands, I've actually started now putting my own creations on there. And this was like something that arose out of my visit to Korea and meeting with the different brands, because there you have like the super commercial brands with the adorable packaging, and they're chemical based and they're not quite as good in my opinion, but you know, they're adorable. And then you have these amazing brands that they're usually, but not always, a little bit more expensive, still not expensive, but they are just chock full of just beneficial, high quality ingredients. And using that latter group, I just was blown away. But talking to the brands, learning about the ingredients, I started questioning, and I've had a couple videos about this, some of the additives in our, you know, beauty products, cosmetics, skincare, and everything. And it's in like 80,000 ingredients are regularly used in skincare in the United States, and over 50% of them have some sort of toxicity to them. They can be toxic, and things like lead, formaldehyde, you know, really kind of gross stuff. So I just started playing with skin creams, and so I'm going to show you right now. These are mostly on Essential Beauty, and I'm going to keep adding more variations and iterations, and then asking people what they think and whether they like them or not. But I am just super excited about them. So I'm just gonna really quickly go through these, and I have a big question before I do that. I'm thinking about doing a couple of videos where I actually show how to make the skincare, the creams. And so I would love to hear from people if they would like to see that, because if nobody's interested, then there's no point in doing it. But if you're interested, then I'm happy to do it. So the first cream I did was a balm cream, and I'm doing them, they're stored right now in mason jars. So far I have not been doing much preservative wise, so I did have one cream start going a little bit bad. It never smelled, it just got a little bit of like a purple thing, but other than that they've actually been really great. The balm creams are oil based, and this is yellow from beeswax, and this is another video I'm thinking about doing, and I probably will do eventually, talking about what different oils do for your skin. So this right here, it goes in, like I use it on my elbows, I use it on my face at night, I use it instead of face oil at night. This one is almond oil based. Almond oil I like because, first of all, it's like a wonder oil, it does great things for your skin, but next of all, it also absorbs better than a lot of oils. And some of the oils, like I like avocado, which also does amazing things for your skin. It even kind of not only helps with sunburn, but it maybe helps with sunscreen protection. It's a little heavier, so it takes a little bit longer to sink in. So this one right here is basically made of 3 ingredients, and you can see it's a balm. It's made of beeswax, almond oil, and then coconut oil. And you can do whatever oils you want. It's actually really simple to make. So that's number 1. Number 2 is my second iteration of oils, and to preserve these, vitamin E works well, vitamin C, there are some other things like honey that also can make a difference, and I probably should put honey in this one. So this one was my second one. This is the first one has a strong honey scent. This one has no scent whatsoever. This is the first one, which is water-based. If you ever make any kind of cream with water, that's when you have to start worrying about preservatives. Oil-based lasts a lot longer. So you can see it's kind of a mid-texture. And because of the beeswax in it, this is a beeswax-based cream, it's a little thicker than a lot of commercial creams we have, but not much thicker. It just blends in really beautifully. And so this one is basically just a concoction of beeswax, I did a couple of versions with different oils, almond, hazelnut, kukui, avocado. I think I did one with a coconut mango mix. And then it really just becomes which oil type is best for your skin. So hazelnut, for example, is really good if you've got oilier skin. I haven't done a jojoba yet, but that's kind of going to be the next one, I think. And part of what I like about these, a lot of what I like about them, is I got to thinking, if our skin is absorbing like 60% of what we put on it, maybe we shouldn't be putting bad stuff. And then there was another organic line which said that we don't know really what the long-term effect of some of the chemicals we're putting on our faces. It might make our face look better in the short run, but how do we know that we're not damaging our skin? And if we need all that extra sunscreen, if we're not reapplying it during the day, like from retinols or AHAs, how do we know that we're not actually creating this situation for our skin where it's getting accelerated damage because of all the chemicals? And that got me really thinking. I was like, oh, that's a good point, you know? I'm using spoons to take out the creams because I've only started doing basic preservatives, and so I'm trying to keep these clean. This is my most exciting one. This is my recent one, and last night I did an even lighter one to try it as an eye cream. But this right here, you can see it's like a whipped cream, and this one is a vegan one. It uses vegetable glycerin instead of the beeswax, and it's definitely got a texture basically exactly like most of the commercial skincare creams that we all use and love and whatever, but it almost feels more natural. I don't know if that makes sense. It just blends into the skin really beautifully, and it doesn't have that icky kind of silicone texture. I guess that's what it is. It doesn't have that icky silicone or, you know, whatever, stabilizer consistency. So anyway, I wanted to show these creams. I'm calling them simple creams. So I've got a simple vegan, a simple balm, and then a simple beeswax cream, just a simple cream. But I would like to know if people want creams like this, if they want me to start. I'm gonna make a rose one. I'm actually infusing roses right now. Fresh roses in oil, and then we'll put a little bit of rose essential oil in it. But do people want different variations of this? Is this a good idea? Do they want me to make them on camera and upload those videos on YouTube? Do they have thoughts, ideas, anything like that? Is this like totally crazy, or is it not? Anyway, I wanted to do a quick video on my creams because I'm so excited, but I'm gonna end it now because I'm rambling. Please subscribe on YouTube. There's like a 90+% chance I will start making some of these creams on YouTube unless I get an overwhelmingly no, don't do it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and check out Essential Beauty. Bye.